So we're just going to ignore the fact that she's trying to Minnesota, Virginia. Are we just all going to ignore that? Hi everyone, welcome back row patriots. Happy New Year, and I hope that during this time, God is watching over you, that He's giving you all the peace, love, and joy over this next year. So, if you don't know me, hi. My name is Chaida. I'm a Black conservative commentator and writer, and this is my podcast where I discuss relevant issues surrounding people, society, culture, and politics. If you love faith, if you love freedom, then you are indeed a patriot. And right now on your screen, I'm saluting you as a back row patriot. If you want more unfiltered commentary like this, please be sure to subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Abigail Spanberger, former United States Representative, is now Governor-elect of Virginia. And she is going to be sworn into office this month, making history as the first female governor for the Commonwealth. But before I get more into what is to be expected in her administration, I'm going to share a scripture that I found in Matthew 20. Let me open up my Bible. 20. And it says here in verse 26, listen up. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to be great among you must be your servant. I'm not sure if I've shared that scripture. I may have shared scripture similar to that in that particular book of Matthew. And I want to dive in more to why I feel bittersweet towards Abigail Spanberger. Is it going to be historic that she's going to be taking office this month? Yes. And it feels bittersweet because I feel it shouldn't have been Winston. When it would have been really poetic for a state that was once considered a Confederate state that had supported an ideology that was against Black people will now see its first Black female governor, one who is a patriot, a Marine veteran, a business owner, and it stands for values that not only make this country great, but make this state prosper. And it's really upsetting that she did not win the gubernatorial election and that this election win was handed over to someone who has lied about being a moderate. Abigail Spanberger is no moderate indeed. She actually, when she was in Congress, supported leftist ideological policies that not only attack children, but also attack vulnerable people of this nation. And when she first comes into office, she is going to set an agenda that has not only destroy vulnerable communities, but will discuss the American flag, disgrace the American flag. So, first off, in the article that came out, she had recently appointed a Secretary of Labor. This individual is a woman named Jessica Newman. If you don't know who she is, she had previously served as Commissioner of the Department of Commerce in Minnesota, as well as Deputy Commissioner of Labor and Industry in Minnesota. Why do you think that is so? What exactly is clicking for you right now? What is exactly going on in Minnesota? Oh, that's right, the Somali fraud scandal, a bunch of fake daycare centers funneling money, stealing thousands, if no, millions upon millions of dollars from American taxpayers, and funneling it through fake programs to not only enrich themselves but enrich the other people that are back in their home country. This is a woman that Abigail Spanberger chose to run the Department of Labor here in Virginia. And why should this matter? Because if someone like her oversees this department, we are going to get the same result that we see in Minnesota. We're going to see a bunch of daycare, fake daycare. Virginia might change its flag to look like another flag of a foreign nation. We might become another capital for Somalian America. This is very pivotal because when this does happen, I do not want people to be shocked. I do not want people to come out and be like, well, I did not know that she was going to be like this, because the writing was on the wall when she first ran for office, Abigail Spanberger. Back in November, I went to the Abigail Spanberger rally that took place right here in Norfolk. And when she was at the rally, she brought out Barack Obama, a man that fleeced the American people for 8 long years. Abigail Spanberger was not doing that well in the polls during the time, and she needed a push. And instead of getting on the news, instead of talking to people, instead of trying to show why she would be a competent leader for Virginia, she decided to hide behind the skirt of a Black politician, one that has been known to screw over the American people, a man who did not do anything that of substance for Black America or vulnerable communities. Instead, he had, in the 8 years he was in the Oval Office, he led the nation through leftist ideological policies. He vastly supported LGBTQ ideology that we now see today. He supports the destruction of the Black family unit. He supports a weak financial economy, and he supports things that not only make this destroy a nation, but destroy a prosperous one. So, what does this mean? Well, as time goes on, as Virginia heads into a new administration, people are going to see that Abigail Spanberger is not a strong, convicted leader. She is a fraud. She is a liar. She is no moderate. She is just a pawn in the leftist democratic machine, and she is going to wield as much power as she can to weaponize the American people of their money, of their time, and of their energy. And as time goes on, I'm going to be doing more commentary on her leadership, as I am a Virginian and I live here. I'm a native Marylander, just for you guys who don't know that I was born and raised in Maryland. So yeah, I'm going to do more commentary like this on different political leaders. And if this is something that you like, be sure to subscribe and stay in tune, because this is not over. There will be a lot more to come when she enters office. This is Her America. All right, back row patriots, I got no more for you today, but stay around, join the conversation. Make sure you give this episode a like and leave a comment. Leave an American flag if you want to be saluted as a back row patriot. And I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to This Is Her America. We're here to have the conversations others are afraid to touch. If today's episode challenged you, encouraged you, or gave you a new perspective, do not keep it to yourself. Share it, subscribe, and join the conversation. Follow the podcast on YouTube and all major platforms and stay connected, because this isn't just commentary. This is conviction. Until next time, stay rooted in truth. Be bold in faith and unafraid to stand. This is her time. This is her America. From yours truly.